So sine law and introduction. So let's just take a look at this problem here. We've got a man standing on a cliff looking down at the water at a boat that is below him, and we've got a helicopter looking at the same boat. And we've got some angles and a distance. So the question is, what is the problem asking? Well, the problem's got a question mark right here. So even though there's no written statement about it, that is the unknown. And I am going to, if we're going to solve this kind of problem, we have to be able to talk about the unknown sides, and we're going to introduce a labeling system. So I'm going to label this A, B, and C. Notice I'm using capital letters to label the vertices or the corners of the triangle. Now there's a convention in how we label the other sides. This side directly across from angle A right here is labeled little a. So little a is 265 meters. Same thing over here. This is little b. And the last one is right across from here, which is lowercase c. So that is a convention that is used quite consistently amongst mathematicians. So the question is, what are we looking for? We are looking for find b, the length of b. So can we use SOHCAHTOA and Pythagoras to find the length? The answer is no. And why? Because Pythagoras is only used for right-angled triangles. And there is no 90 degrees in this triangle. So that means that we need a new law, and that's what we're introducing in this lesson, the sine law. So this is a formula that we can use when we're not dealing with right-angled triangles. It is a formula that will be on your formula sheet for you to use. You don't have to memorize it, but we do have to learn how to use it. So before we do that, let's just review the naming convention. This little is side A, right across is B, and C. So sine law compares the angles with the lengths of the sides. And if the triangle is labeled ABC, it's easy to use. Actually, it's easy to use any case. It doesn't really matter what those letters are, but it's the ratio that is important. So I could rewrite it for this triangle as sine D over little d equals sine E over little e and sine F over little f, where this is side E, little side F, and little side D. So you have to be flexible enough to use the formula that's given for your situation and for the letters that are given in your problem. So if we go back to the labeling we had chosen for this guy right here, and we're going to use the sine law, notice that it's the angle A that we know something about, side A, and angle B we know something about, and we want to find little b. So C is irrelevant for this problem, so this part of the sine law we don't use in this case, and we're going to strictly just use this ratio. So just to reiterate, we have to label carefully and then pick the combination that works for the information that's given to us in the problem.